Well, how many of you? So let's applaud once more for them.
With the vision fortified by grit, he has built an environment where resilience thrives and excellence is earned through efforts. Now, with great honor and respect, I would like to welcome the guiding force behind our institution, the director of our school, Mr. Gaurav Singh. Can we have sir on stage with a huge round of applause, audience?
Thank you, ma'am. The performance and the full function was wonderful. But I would like to ask parents, so small students are performing Ramayana, right? And when we talk about Ramayana, a lot of things can mean, but I want to know from the audience, what do you think is the core message of Ramayana? Can I see some hands? Whatever you think, yes.
Victory of good over evil.
Victory of good over evil. And what else? What else? There can be many perceptions, right? And good over evil, yes.
Truth always prevails.
Truth always prevail. Okay, perfect. What else? Yes, sir.
परिश्रम से ही पराक्रम आता है.
परिश्रम से ही पराक्रम आता है. Wonderful. What else?
Values and culture.
Sorry?
Values and culture.
Values and culture. Perfect. Yes, ma'am. Tyag and tap. Yes, perfect. What else? Dharma ki adharma par vijay. Perfect. Right? So when we were thinking, right, why Ramayana? Why the youngest students, so young, so small students performing something so profound? And Ramayana comes to our mind just because of its relevance. Right? Epics such as Ramayana and Mahabharata, the thing about them is they will stay relevant till the end of time. Right? It is about how you see them. There can be a lot of perceptions, there can be a lot of core messages. But when the children perform or live such a divine story, right, they don't just act. They are not just seeing it on TV, they are just not hearing it, they are performing it and they are absorbing. Right? The thing about pre-primary students is at this age, right, this age window is very critical. Right? If you talk to any neuroscientist or science, and thousands of studies has been done, right? The age between 2 to 6, which is pre-primary age, right? 90% of the brain infrastructure is developed at this time, right? 700 neurons are taking place, are forming connections every second. And we think, right, when the students are at this age, they don't really know much, right? And they don't really understand a lot. But what is really happening is the seeds are being sown. Their confidence, their character, the way they carry themselves is being determined by what they are seeing currently, what they are absorbing now, what are they doing now, what are they seeing at home, what are they seeing at school. So through this divine play, they learn, as you said, no matter how strong evil may seem, good and God will always take the evil down. Right? From Lord Hanuman, they learn. So Lord Hanuman is a very interesting character, right? Any person in India, right, most of the people in India, if you have to introduce the concept and the meaning of faith and devotion, you just tell them the story of Hanuman, right? When all of us, we were growing up, we must have seen, how many of you have you seen the Japanese Ramayana anime? Right, जिसमें हनुमान जी is white furred, yes. Right? That basically shaped our childhood on what Ramayana is. If you want to tell, and that's the introduction of devotion and faith, is by introducing the character of Lord Hanuman. There is a story, right? Once Lord Saturn, right, Shanidev came to Hanuman and he said, I'm coming into your life and I'm coming into you for the next 7.5 years. Hanuman said, you're coming into me for the next 7.5 years, but there is no space. My each cell and my each part of the body is vibrating with the name of Ram. He said, if you want to enter, you can enter. But when Lord Saturn tried to enter Hanuman, there was really no space, right? There's a full story behind it. But the main essence is, Lord Saturn could not enter Hanuman, right? And that's one of the reasons why a large part of India visits the temple on Saturday. That is because of the story of Hanuman. From Ram, they learn that the person with good character and ethics will always win. Good character and good ethics, very important. From Lakshman, they learn awareness, the mind that stays awake when the whole world sleeps. And from Ravan, they learn that ego will lead to self-destruction. Today function is not just a function, right? It's not an event. It is an experience which has sown the seeds in these young minds, right? And the years to come, they have learned all these values subconsciously, which will show their branches and leaves later on, 20 years later. They are building the foundation of their lives, learning that if they walk on the path of Shri Ram, they can achieve anything. To the team, Director ma'am, Principal ma'am, HOD, and the faculty members, you have not just prepared a performance, you have planted these values. I always say teaching to be of the highest profession because they are preparing the people who will be running the country tomorrow, who will be running the corporates tomorrow. So it is very important they do learn these values at this age, especially the part of ethics and good character. Students perform beauty and faith. With this, the performance was absolutely amazing. A very big applause for the children, for the faculty members, for the orators. Orators were telling the story without even a glitch. Their delivery flow, their language, their communication was absolutely so amazing. And finally, Diwali is coming, and it's a very great part that our annual function, that too also on Ramayana, falls between Dussehra and Diwali. So with this, happy Diwali to all of you, and a big applause to you as well. Thank you.